How many of you feel that your case was not investigated to the fullest extent? Raise your hands. All right, Christina and Natasha, why do you feel your children's murders have gone unsolved?
I think nobody comes forward because of the city's code of silence, code that they have within the streets to be afraid to tell. There was an acquaintance sitting in my son's car. I think those bullets were intended for him. And I don't feel that he honestly has been cooperative with the Chicago Police Department.
My daughter was in a car with 4 other people. They looked this man in his face, as clear as I'm looking at you. Everyone in the car got shot. Everybody. My daughter, the only one, didn't leave that car. These people have told me to my face that they will never forget the killer. Today makes 2 years and 8 months since my 19-year-old college student, Marissa Simone Boyd Stingley, was killed. You know, there's no snitch code. What is that? You know, I talked to the detectives last week. After 2 years and 8 months, do you know they just told me how many times my daughter was shot and where it on her body? So I have to live this all over again. I have to come back from another place. Today I was at a meeting at my son's school. You know why, Steve? Why? Because he drew a picture of hanging himself. You know, nobody talks about the ripple effect. Nobody wants to hear me, Steve, and that's why I say thank you. From the pits of the very heart that I got left, that I screamed to God. Thank you. I've cried out to people all across the lands, but yet my cries went on deaf ear. Well, today is my day, and I thank God. I thank God.
You know, see,
I'm sorry.
We're all here because we're dealing with this pain that no mother, no parent, no family member should deal with. We are our child's voice. That's why we're here. There is so many murderers out there. There is not enough detectives to solve the cases of these murders. It's overwhelming. It's overwhelming for these detectives and the forensic to go out there and solve these cases. There needs to be something done about this. There definitely needs to be something done about this.
go ahead.
I'm gonna speak on what you were saying, as far as you saying there's not enough police officers. It is enough police officers. They only pick and choose which murder that they want to solve. If your child is not a high-profile child, they don't care.
Steve, can I say
Yes, yes.
My case, I went to court for 2 years. They rushed my case because it got media, coverage, and they acquitted that person because they didn't have enough evidence, which I knew when I went to court, it wasn't enough evidence. I'm like, why am I sitting here? And I'm not even a judge or attorney, so why am I here? They rushed my case. So you want to be careful when you say high-profile case that they solve them, because they don't. And I'm in the same shoes you're in now. My case is unsolved. The person murdered Terrell is still walking the streets. So that don't mean anything. I went to court for 2 years and almost lost my mind for what? And the person is still out there.
Wow. Royce?
My case is also considered high profile. She's been all over the news, social media, everything. And her case is still unsolved. I have had emails sent to me. I've had pictures sent to me of who did it. I've had names, addresses, where they live. All of this information has been given to the police. But all they can tell me is, we just need one witness. There's video. There were 3 witnesses out there with her. But still, they just need one witness.
Becky and Jeannie, how often do you get updates on the status of the case involving your children?
I get almost no communication with the police. The first time I got anything was 9 months after my son was murdered. I spoke with a detective who got my case and another case mixed up. And then it was 3 months later before I ever even met the detectives involved in my son's case. And their typical response is, don't worry, you don't need to call us. When we have something, we'll call you.
Jeannie?
Same here. It's been over 6 months, maybe. I email them, call them, leave message. I don't hear nothing from them. And before that, I can't even recall when they called me. I'm out there passing out flyers and I just want justice for my son. We all want justice.
Hey, folks, welcome. Thanks for checking out my YouTube channel. Don't forget to click here to subscribe to my channel. That way you won't miss a single hot new video, some really good stuff. And then I want you to click here to see more clips from the show right now.